Welcome to Digital Asset News. We'll take the top stories in cryptocurrency and digital assets and break them down into bite-sized pieces. Let's get to it. First of all, XRP and Ripple unexpectedly face major blow in Japan after a 15% price surge. Hackers are hijacking popular YouTubers to run cryptocurrency scams, and this is becoming rampant across the whole platform. And finally, Apple recommends crypto-powered Brave browser as one of its new apps we love. So, here we go. Off to the stories. So XRP was unexpectedly taken off one of the cryptocurrency exchanges called Bitbox in Japan. And this was actually sent to me by one of my subscribers. Thank you very much for one of these stories. And it was interesting to me because I thought to myself, well, XRP just surged like 10% in the last 2 days, 12%, somewhere around there. And now here we have an exchange delisting them. What's going on, especially in Japan, because it's huge in Japan, right? So this article talks about how the exchange is operated. This is called Bitbox, an exchange operated by Japan's biggest messaging application line. I don't know what line is. I've never heard of it. I have no idea because I'm not from Japan. However, the question came to me was, well, how big is this exchange? Because they're saying that line is huge. So if line is huge, is the exchange just equally as big, or is this like a side project? So here's what I found. So anyhow, this question was answered by Panda Ripple XRP and on Twitter, and he states, adding on, this Singapore-based cryptocurrency exchange operated by internet messaging giant Line is not really well known in Singapore. Trust me, I'm a Singaporean, and I never heard about them before. So Singapore, Japan, proximity, sure. And he talks about how, of course, if he lives there and he doesn't really hear about it, so maybe this, maybe the Line company is enormous, but the cryptocurrency exchange is not as big as what this article makes it out to be. So let's keep going. It states, for Bitbox, if a cryptocurrency fails to meet its standards or performance, reliability, liquidity, or regulatory requirements, it said that it will delist this coin. Since 2008, especially with the involvement of SBI Holdings in the creation of SBI Ripple Asia, which is enormous, a consortium of local banks utilizing XRP for payments, Ripple has maintained strong presence in Japan. Hence, the major issue with XRP and Bitbox is likely to have been a liquidity and overall volume problem. Had it been issues related to performance and reliability, other major exchanges in Japan like Bitflyer would also have delisted in the past. So I read this and I think to myself, well, how do we know that this is a liquidity problem, or is this just guesswork? And again, we'll take a look at Panda Ripple XRP, and he uncovered this and he states, it's understandable on why they decided to list, as only 0.02% of the exchange volumes came from XRP trading. So sure, it's a business. If you don't have the volume, why would you offer it? Just get rid of it. It's like you go to McDonald's, you go, hey, you got the McRib? We don't have the McRib. Why not? Well, no one orders it. All right. Go down to another city, you got the McRib? We got it. That's great. Do people eat it here? All the time. So it's the same type of thing. You get your business, doesn't work out, and then you just get rid of something because it just doesn't move, it doesn't sell. Look, I sell products on Amazon for one of my businesses, and I can tell you, if something doesn't move, I get rid of it fast because it just drags everything down. Moving on. This was a great article. Hackers are hijacking popular YouTubers to run cryptocurrency scams. So, hackers are hijacking the channels on popular YouTubers to turn or run cryptocurrency scams over the video sharing platform. In one case, they netted over 15,000 worth of XRP. And I can tell you, I can guarantee everybody, almost everybody out there who's listening to this right now, has seen these scams on YouTube. And it's always the same type of nonsense. They will pretend to be Ripple. They will pretend to be the Litecoin Foundation or something with some other major cryptocurrency. And they will say, if you give us so many of these coins, we will send them back. I am Vitalik Buterin, and I want you to give me 10 Ethereum so I can send you 100 back. Or I'm Brad Garlinghouse, and if you send me 1,000 XRP, I'll send you 1,000,000 XRP back. That is ridiculous. That is the definition of scams. It's just like the somebody who calls up and like, hey, I'm a Nigerian prince and I just need you to wire me $25 so I can send you $1 million. It's the same thing, just in a digitalized format. So if you see these types of things, please don't fall prey to it because it's just stupid. All right. So my question was, how did this all happen? It goes on to talk about, according to Decrypt, Czech YouTuber Adam Jicha recently saw hackers break into his gaming channel with over 300,000 subscribers. Roth Walden, after he received an email to collaborate with a fake website promising to offer a video game streaming service. The email contained a keylogger, and I was like, what's a keylogger? Because I'm not very technical, obviously. So, keylogger. It is a malicious program for recording computer user keystrokes to steal passwords and other sensitive information. So there you go. So he opens it up. He opens up an email. He opens up the email. They they record all of his different keystrokes to get his username and password. And then boom, they have control over his YouTube account. Pretty awful. And then this was his tweet. He said, hey, someone hacked my YouTube channel with over 300,000 subscribers and deleted all my videos. What to do? I can't contact anyone. Please help. At YouTube creators. And this is the problem with YouTube. I do Facebook ads. I do Google ads. Facebook kind of sucks anyhow. But with Google AdWords ads and even YouTube ads, you can call somebody directly and they'll help you with everything. But if you're trying to get a hold of anybody from like YouTube for like creators, forget about it. You can't call anybody. You can't email anybody. You can try to find them on Twitter, but they get bombarded with stuff, so good luck. Anyhow, so this guy sent out a tweet, and it just didn't get answered. So the YouTuber quickly contacted the Google-owned platform, but got locked out of his account. I don't know how he did that, because unless you're doing ads. The hacker changed the name and image of the gaming channel to those of Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao. The attacker then ran a live stream called Binance Live, interview with Binance CEO, announced Bitcoin giveaway. The supposed giveaway saw the hacker promise an airdrop of 5,000 Bitcoin to those who sent crypto to an address, effectively scamming those who fell for it, and I'm sure there was a ton of them. Jico's account ended up on a darknet market, being sold for around half a Bitcoin, worth about $3,300. And this was his first tweet. This was on 30th December 2019. This is 20th December 2019. He said, hey, I got hacked. Somebody help me. 3 days later, he's like, hey, I'm still hacked and they're still stealing money from everybody. So what are you going to do about it? And my site's on the black market. This is awful. I mean, there should be they should have some kind of accountability, some type of rapid response department to get rid of this stuff, because I mean that is ridiculous. So 3 days, but when I hear that, I'm like, well, thanks a lot, YouTube. I know YouTube's really big about the community and they have community guidelines. I don't want to offend anybody and all this stuff, so I'm trying not to cuss so much. But yeah, if you got 3 days, I mean, really, is that really taking care of your community, YouTube? You're not. You're failing. It goes on and says the Czech YouTuber wasn't the only one. Seeing his account hacked, Forbes recently reported on hacked YouTube accounts start pretending to belong to Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, promote XRP giveaways. As reported, a similar scam ring late last year managed to earn 309 Litecoin as the YouTube channel was posing as the Litecoin Foundation, a nonprofit for the cryptocurrency. And back in 2008, scammers were using Twitter to hijack verified accounts and promote fake giveaways. Reports of YouTube's getting hacked seem to suggest they're moving to other platforms. So that's, not a bad idea. So moving to other accounts. See, my problem with YouTube is I cannot get monetized. So I tried to monetize this channel. It gets eligible after 1,000 subscribers. We're coming up on 5,000. You have to have 14,000 hours. We have over 40,000 hours of watch time. And they just will not monetize it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because that this channel is some problem with cryptocurrency digital assets. We have no strikes as far as copyright or any problems with the community. Now, yes, I do cuss every so often, but it is not blatant and it is not directed at any one person in a hateful way. So I just don't know what's going on. But I can tell you, we'll still be on YouTube, of course, and we'll see what happens. But we're on Library, and we just started a podcast, which is available on iTunes and Spotify. And I'll put that in the description below. So it's a shame, but that's just how it is. Now, all these things that we just talked about, let's see right now if YouTube's taking care of its community. I'm curious. So I've got a YouTube thing popped open here. So let's just type in Brad Garlinghouse. Hey, there's Blockchain Backer. You guys should watch that guy. He's pretty good. Brad Garlinghouse. And here he is. Good stuff. All good videos. Oh, look at this. Swell by Ripple. It's 100 million XRP giveaway. We should check this out. It's new. And look, they've got 127,000 subscribers. Wow. Comments are turned off. That's odd.
Licensing would be part of that.
And look at that. So comments are turned off, so you can't verify anything. But if you look at the comments or the description, to celebrate the global power of Coinbase. Man, shut up. To celebrate the global power of Coinbase and XRP, we are proud to announce initiating the airdrop pool of 100 million XRP. Here's the address and the tag. And if you send us 1,000 XRP, you'll be airdropped 10,000 XRP back. Well, I got to get on this. And that's why comments are turned off. And this kind of nonsense still goes on. So I'll report this again, like I'm sure many of you have. But yeah, great job, YouTube. You're doing fantastic work. I'm just bitter. I'm just bitter because, first of all, it really is a problem, right? And also, whoever worked hard to get 127,000 subscribers, same thing happened to this creator. Somebody went in there, jacked their account, and wiped them out. So it's a double whammy. It's awful. All right, finishing up. Coinbase removes dApp browser support to comply with Apple's App Store. Now this is interesting. I usually talk about the same type of cryptocurrencies, which are the things that I own because I'm biased. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Chainlink, Cardano, and EOS. But when I saw this, I was always interested in Brave browser because it was interesting. You know, like they would pay you to watch the ads, which is great instead of, you know, big corporations, you know, paying for the ads, just monetizing your data. So it says here, Apple has recommended the cryptocurrency-powered Brave browser as one of the new apps we love on its Hong Kong App Store. Very important here. This is relevant because Coinbase recently removed the decentralized application browser from its mobile cryptocurrency wallet, Coinbase wallet, in order to remain in compliance with Apple's App Store policy. So the question is, why were they forced to remove it? And this is what they said. This is actually right from Brian Armstrong. Brian Armstrong, CEO of Coinbase, took to Reddit to explain the feature's sudden removal in a post made on December 28th. He said, "This is really unfortunate to see. Apple seems to be eliminating usage of dApps from the App Store." News of Coinbase pulling the plug on their dApp browser feature comes just days after Google suspended the popular Ethereum wallet client and dApp browser service MetaMask. And of course, that was actually reinstated 5 days later. So it's interesting because here on one end, Apple is saying, we don't want dApps. And then over here in the Hong Kong store, they're like, all right, dApps is good. I don't know if it's because of China's the way that it embraces blockchain, or if there's a different push, different sections for each parts of Apple. Not sure, but apparently the Brave browser has caught Apple's eye, so fantastic. But this part's interesting. The Brave browser was funded via an initial coin offering, or an ICO. It was created by former Mozilla CEO and JavaScript creator Brendan Eich. By default, it blocks ads and trackers and rewards users with its basic attention token for seeing privacy-preserved ads. Now, I'm not an investor anymore. I invested in this a while ago and I got out. But it's good to see any type of legitimate cryptocurrency or digital asset project take off. Like I said, I know there are Bitcoin maximalists, XRP maximalists, Ethereum maximalists, Tomato Coin maximalists, or whoever, but we really need to stop looking at it like that. as the water comes into the harbor, all the boats rise, right? So let's cheer for each other. If one goes up, usually the rest of us go up at some point. When things go down and everybody attacks cryptocurrency digital assets, then everything else goes down. So let's try to be a little more supportive out there, shall we? All right. Anyhow, that is it for today. If you noticed, I have done a new type of format. I'm skipping this is not financial advice because I don't think anybody's gonna. I think what I'll probably be doing is just saying this is financial advice when I get to some type of investment that I'm talking about and go from there. And I'm going to eliminate some other things. But actually, before I do all that, I want you to vote. So I didn't cuss in this one, tried my best, had to bite my tongue a couple times, and I did away with the initial intro with the funny videos and the memes because I'm trying different things. Look, it's not just about me, right? We're almost at 5,000 subscribers, so it's not just me doing all this, it's us. So I want to know what is best for everyone. Now, you can't please everybody, but let's see what you guys like. So I'm going to put a little poll that's going to pop up right here and just vote on it. And that is it for today. I want to say thanks for listening to the rants, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.